Well, that didn't take too long this time. Commence. Oh, limit break. Joining party, just gonna skip on all of that. Alright then. Well, that went by super quickly. Let's see about putting some of them to sleep. Because everyone's getting destroyed. Yeah. There we go. Well, that takes care of our first Duty Finder Guild quest there. Find display for a first timer. Here's your well-earned coin. I've tossed in a little something extra to sweeten the deal so that you might consider coming back. Been added to your reward for completing the heist as an Arcanist for the first time. An additional bonus has been added for your party completing the operation without suffering a single KO. That's good. Get all the good experience. Alright then, so we went ahead and finished our first Duty Finder quest there. Hopefully that's not an indicator of things to come, though, how long it may take to go into each of these battles with the Duty Finder. But regardless though, anyways, welcome back everyone to Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV, specifically the Realm Reborn. So I guess now that we've already taken care of that Duty Finder quest there, or I should say Duty Finder battle, let's go ahead and at this point, let's go ahead and continue on with the main story. Let's see, Sky High. Howdy affairs, Zadrak. Rested and ready to expand your horizons? Well then, I have an idea where you might try heading next. Have you heard of the Skylift out in Middle Nocia? If you ever visited Wood Whisper Canyon, then you must have been up and down the thing at least once. It's that big bleeding scaffolding attached to the descent. Just gonna nod my head and assume I know what that is. You're likely seen the lads and lasses out there using it to haul cargo up the cliff face, and labor that I hear they could use an enterprising soul to pick up the odd jobs when no other bugger has time to deal with. Track down the head of the operation block by the name of Workright, and he'll be sure to put you to work on a task or two. Alright then, well let's go ahead. It looks like we need to go to Skylift, so I'll see where that is. Alright, here we are everyone. So yeah, we've been here before. The Skylift is basically that divider between the upper and lower portion here. So, we've been here before. We're right next to all those giant crabs we fought before. Anywho, let's see what Rykit wants to do with us. Batarang sent you out here, did he? Then consider yourself welcome at the Skylift. Look at that bloody cliff, will ya? One blast of fiery hell from that huge dragon was all it took to split the ground in half. Cargo still needs to get through, though, so this mess of wooden pulleys was our solution to the problem, huh? Well, one of them at least, if the gods were kind, and they ain't, I'd have about a dozen more workers to handle me growing a list of headaches. Alright, let's go ahead and complete this. Let's see. Okay, that gives us, let's get some breaches here. And yeah, after what Bahamut did, you see just the physical effect that it had on the land at large. Anywho, oh, there's also a quest down there as well. Let me go do that first, actually. Keeping it fresh. Look sharp, laddie, I got a job for you. We don't got much time, so listen close. Today got me too many fish and not enough water sprite cores to keep them cool. You see my problem? Now, I can't be delivering crates of rotted fish, so I need to head over yonder and dance with them dripping sprites till you collected 3 of their chili essences. You do realize I don't want you to actually dance with them, right? That's probably a good clarification, because I'm pretty sure we do have emotes that allows us to dance. Alright then, defeat water sprites and collect their cores. So that should be... okay, that's relatively nearby. There's only 3 of them too. Hello! Just need your cores if you have any to spare. Here you go, buddy. Got those cores you wanted. You back already? Don't keep me waiting now. Let's see those cores. There you go. Ah, you laddie, you done well. Can't wait to get these beauties into me fish crates. That'll keep the catch fresh and me customers happy. There's a whole mess of delivery companies what make use of the skylift. Yeah, slip up one time and some bass is liable to steal your business. Ah, okay. Yeah, seems a bit cutthroat, it sounds like. Baiting buzzards. You're showing yourself to be a useful block. What say you'd be doing me another favor? We've been having a wee problem with buzzards swooping down and snatching cargo from the wagons. Oh yeah, that's not good. What are the traveling the road to the Neville checkpoint? Most days them feathered hellions stay well enough away, but it seems they can't resist a wagon what's loaded in with meat. Well, I say we make use of that weakness to lure the greedy buggers into a trap. Ah, okay. Got any rotten meat available? Take this here sack of... oh, okay, yeah, exactly. Rotten meat. Specifically rat meat. Lovely. And set it down in vulture territory. That'd be where the buzzards make their nests. When the bastards show up for the feast, you start breaking beaks with a vengeance. Easy, yeah? Sure. Okay, then. I'll go ahead and make my way on over, then. Alright, let's go ahead and place the meat. That's a few of them. Alright. Just those 2? Oh, okay. I was expecting it to be a lot more, considering it sounded like it was a lot more serious. Oh, at the very least, luckily it didn't seem like it was a big nest or anything. So, anywho, didn't get your eyes pecked out, did ya? Nah, I'm good. Them buzzards be nasty lot, but the last wagon made it through with nary a morsel lost. So I say yes, you plucked enough of your thieving hides to secure the route. Okay then. You have me thanks, lad. I make most of me coin hauling food stuff and I'd be bedding down in the gutter within the week if it weren't for your help. Seems even the scavengers are finding the picking scarce since the calamity hit. Otherwise, you'd never see him trying aught so bold. Fortune didn't favor him worth spit this time, though, eh? Alright, well, luckily we were able to secure the route there. So it doesn't seem like there's anything else, so let's go ahead and talk to Workrite again. Glad I am to see you again, lad. A wagon driver just returned a great bloody hurry, screaming about some monstrosity what sprang out from a million corn seedling in his cargo. Ooh, okay. Was there, so like an egg or something hatched in his wagon? Seems the gutless bastard tossed it over the side before turning tail and running for his life. I need you to head down the road, recover that seedling, and deliver it to lie off over at Swift Perch in western Lenosia. Whatever he pays you for the cargo is yours to keep. After all, I don't readily know what else is looking inside that plant, and you deserve to be rewarded for your troubles. Oh, and you also find an aetherite in Swift Perch, so the journey should be worth your while. Yep. Okay, so it looks like maybe the person who was traveling with the cargo just got attacked and then ended up dropping some supplies that we have to go pick up. Yeah, one or the other. Up. Y'all ignore me. I'm just here to pick up a seedling. The million corn seedling. Okay, we got some slugs. Alright then, we got the seedling, took care of the enemies, and now we need to go ahead and take this to Swift Perch. I believe we've been there before already. Alright, so it looks like we're going to be working our way more into western Lenosia then, it seems. The lovely lighthouse over there. Looks like it has a bit of damage though from the calamity, yeah? Alright, here we are again. Hello! Has Nemia herself forsaken this desolate land? Though I understood they were risking gambling my entire fortune on a crop of million corn, I at least expect the seedling to be delivered before disaster struck. There you go. Look at seeing how chaotic the land is. Is that my million corn seedling? Oh, joyous day, it may seem a paltry beginning, but the yield of this particular variety of crop plant is nothing short of astounding. As you have undoubtedly noticed, Swift Perch lacks a certain, shall we say, vital energy. Thus, I mean to restore a modicum of hope to its residents by growing a veritable ocean of corn. You, sir, seem fit to burst with vim and vigor. Might I persuade you to abide a while and help nurture this ailing settlement? Sure. Alright. Well, what do you need me to do? Need to breed. All these wild dodos you see about the place were actually once domesticated birds bred by my father. They broke loose during the chaos of the calamity and gradually became the feral, ill-tempered creatures we now do our best to avoid. Ah, okay. But if I'm to restore Swift Perch to the very same settlement it was when my father was alive, then I must also try my hand at dodo raising. As you've likely surmised, I should require adventurers' resourcefulness in this endeavor. For the initial stage of my dodo rearing enterprise, I need you to head into the flock and seek out dodo nests. You'll be looking for fertilized eggs. 3 of them should do nicely for now. Oh boy. So something tells me we're going to be stealing some eggs, as well as probably fending off against any aggressive dodos. But pray be careful when liberating the eggs. The adult, yeah, they will not take kindly to an intruder making off with their offspring. I mean, fair. Alright. Well, there are all the dodos, and looks like, yep, I'm gonna have to interact with each of the nests, so just don't mind me, just want to get some eggs. Yep, there they go. Alright, gimme the last egg that I need, please. Honestly surprised that the one that I took the egg from didn't start attacking me. You know, I'm not gonna lie, it's a bit terrifying just knowing that just right outside those gates, across that fence there on that hill, is just a plethora of dodos and eggs just sitting there. And at any time could just come in and just ransack the entire town if they wanted to. At the very least, they seem very docile, just as long as you don't, you know, aggravate them. With 3 eggs, I should be able to experiment with breeding. Success or failure is not terribly important to begin with. I mean only to gain some practical experience with the birds. Here you go. Yes, you did exceptionally well in selecting only fertilized eggs. Now that I consider it, I'm not totally sure how you managed to tell. I mean, I just waited until the quest told me that I was good. Wait, what? No, don't worry about it. In any case, I must raise the naturally aggressive dodo. Oh, so they are naturally aggressive. Never mind what I said earlier then. You know, if I am to have any chance of surviving the breeding process. Apart from encouraging a more docile behavior while the bird is but a chick, it is imperative that I remove the gland that produces that infamous poisonous breath. My father's notes quite graphically depict the consequences of failing to do so. Yeah, maybe be a good idea to have some antidotes on hand. This really is rather exciting. Every day I take another step closer to my vision of a swift perch surrounded by golden fields of wheat and echoing with the calls of plump waddling dodos. And with that, got another level. Alright, already at level 16. Alright, anyone else have quests? It does not seem like, at least none that I can tell immediately. So that means main quest time. Relighting the torch. You there, Venturer, cast your eyes towards the brewer's beacon. Does the light not seem uncommonly weak? It cannot possibly be bright enough to guide the ship sailing in the bay. I would march over to the lighthouse and investigate myself, but I am duty-bound to remain at my post. I would consider it if you could make a visit to the brewer's beacon, see if aught has befallen cause with the lighthouse keeper. Oh, okay. So we're already looking towards the lighthouse already. That's a lot sooner than I expected, actually. Well, okay. Start making my way over there then. Pardon me, old Six Arms. I just want to get by you real quick. Also, they were probably referring to, yeah, this lighthouse, as opposed to the big massive one that kind of has been run through. Hello. Yes, a yellow jacket sent you here, and me light's grown dim, has it? Well, of course it bloody has. The bomb what fuels me furnace is up and buggered off, you see. Oh, a bomb, you say? If I don't get that beacon fixed up soon, there'll be trouble on the water. I know you're just a messenger, lad, but I can tell Venture when I see one. I'm going to need you to chase down that bomb and bring back a claw what you ripped from its smoldering corpse. Take this here iron brazier and set her down the middle of the flock, somewhere near the scarecrow, I'd say. You got a nice fire going, and that frisky bomb will soon be about. What you don't singe your eyebrows, lad. It'd probably also be a good idea to not singe my, all of my fur. Pardon me, dodos. I just want to get into the middle here. Yeah, that's an interesting scarecrow. Looks like it's armed. Anywho, let's go ahead and pop this up. And ignite. There's our bomb. Nope. Backing up. There we go. Anywho, here you go. One bomb claw delivered. Ah, you got that ashy bastard, did you? Once I put this little firecracker in the furnace, that should keep things running for a while. I had myself a bit of a look while you were gone, and Limland cursed me at the furnace weren't all bent and broken. Small wonder the bloody bomb was able to escape. Yeah, that would certainly do it if there was something, if the furnace or the entrance, container was busted in any capacity. I patched things up as best I could, but I ain't no smithy. You might want to have a chat with that yellow jacket friend of yours in Swift Perch and have him pass the word back to someone in Limsa. Will do. Alright, I'm back, Freyloff. The furnace is damaged, is it? Very well. Shall write up the relevant reports, but these repairs must needs be effected without delay. It seems to have another favor to ask of you, adventurer. Take yourself straight away to the Armorers Guild in Limsa and explain the situation to Forge Master Hyanza. Okay then, back to Limsa we go then. Alright, up here on the upper decks here, let's go ahead. Just need to go make our way southward, it looks like. Probably to the armory, smithy spot, looks like. Pardon me. Hello, Guildmaster. The furnace in the brewer's beacon needs repairs. By God's beard, I just sent someone out to tinker with it not a week past. Mayhap the bomb Conswiz had trapped in there was a touch too volatile? Huh. A little suspicious there. Do you think maybe the person who sent out to tinker with it messed with it in some capacity, maybe? I have an artisan visit the lighthouse and pay special attention to reinforcing the casing of that furnace. Your work is done here, adventurer. May the navigator guide you on your journeys. Or it could be maybe, something to do with the bomb themselves. Maybe something aggravated it. Well, we'll keep that in mind. Also, ooh, wow, that's actually a great added bonus there. I'll take that, thank you. Alright, looks like you got another quest from me, Guildmaster. On to the dry docks. What say you to taking on some work from Naldik and Vimeles? We have a great hulking warship to build and could certainly use an extra hand for any number of tasks. Ooh, okay, sure. For your first job, I need you to run this missive over to Atbrim, the head shipwright at the Morabi dry docks. We forge most of the ship's bits and pieces here at the Armorers Guild, but the actual construction takes place at the docks found in the south of Lower La Nocia. That's also where you'll find the main offices of Naldik and Vimilials. The Morabi Dry Docks is one of Limsa's most important districts, at least as far as I'm concerned, and I'm sure you'll not regret tuning yourself to the area's Itherites. Alright. If you know confidence in your sense of direction, you'd be best served making use of the Chocobo Porters. First floor of the mizzen mast, in case you were wondering. Should you choose to make the trek on your own 2 feet, leave the city through the Tempest Gate and follow the road south. May the navigator guide your steps. Okay then, looks like we have numerous ways to get to the dry docks then. Alright then. Well, off we go then. looks like we got ourselves a quest along our journey. Let's go ahead and pick this up. A bridge too full. Yeah, you be wanting to cross Oschon's embrace. If you ain't in a hurry to be someplace, I'd rather you hold off for a bell or two. Presently, the bridge is such a right confusion of wagons and such. The damn thing's like to collapse. Oh, okay, that doesn't sound good. We expect a bit of congestion, what with this being the only bridge connecting the roads from the dry docks to Limsa and Lominsa, but today's traffic is something awful. Speaking of which, when the seven hells Swiss Maga think he's playing at deserting his post at times like this? Oh, I wonder what's going on there. Do me a favor, would you lad track down that skittish bugger and tell him to get his ass back to directing the chaos of the embrace, making my job a lot harder by doing that. No, they don't seem to be too far. Are they just right behind this building? Taking a bit of a break? Wow, so it was only a matter of time before they sent someone after me. I suppose. I heard you. The bridge is a bloody mess. Truth be told, I wish the damn thing would collapse and save me the suffering. Please don't. I can't simply wave my hands and have everything suddenly sort itself out, now can I? And if I try reasoning with those demon-spawned coachmen, I'm like to get me head bit off. Listen, if you're not gonna let me be, then can you at least have a word with the more irate wagon drivers? You know, soothe their tempers some. That'll be one less headache for me to deal with. Alright, fine. I mean, sometimes that's just part of the job sometimes, you know, it's just dealing with some, angry people or angry customers. No, you just have to try to diffuse it as best you can, which is what we're doing, it seems. Hello. You can take your self-important words and take a dive in the harbor. I have shipwrights expecting this cargo. It'll be a cold day in Thailand before I back down first. Okay, so it is literally just a one-way, it seems. Like, it's a very narrow bridge. I feel like probably be a good idea to figure out a way to maybe expand the bridge, make it more wider, so something like this doesn't happen. Make way, you ugly bilge rat. I should have been in Limsa bells ago, eh? I'll calm down when fish backs learn to fly. Now move your ass! Okay, so you guys are... Instead of just one of you just like, okay, just backing up and moving to the side briefly so the other can get across. Instead, you all are just kind of... You rather spend minutes to hours arguing as opposed to trying to deliver what you're trying to deliver on time. Okay, well, let's go ahead and soothe them. There we go. Everything's okay. Everyone just calm down now. Well, if you put it like that, then maybe I'll hold my tongue for a bit. Now you can calm down as well. You know, you're not going to get to your destination any quicker by arguing like this. Perhaps you do have a point. I shall endeavor to keep a hold of my temper, if only to see the situation resolved before the moon's turn. Okay, there we go. See? Well, I'll be damned, you actually managed to calm the boogers down. You're a miracle worker, and that's the honest truth. I mean, once you just mentioned to them that they're spending X amount of time arguing as opposed to doing their deliveries, that kind of helped cool them down a little bit. All I need is for the drivers to heed me directions without all that snapping and snarling. You see, well, I best be at it before they lose their tempers again. Oh, and I appreciate if you could let Captain Das Real know I'm back on the job. I mean, you could just yell across that, hey, I'm heading back to work. I mean, they're right here, so. Whisk my guy's back at his post, is he? Your tongue must be made of silver to have accomplished that feat. He can't handle the yelling, you see. The gods only know how such a delicate flower survived guard training in the first place. So many words. And he's never going to survive duty at the bridge now that work on the Victory has a flood of deliveries coming in and out every bloody day. This might get better harden up or start looking for a quieter line of work. You know, that is true. I mean, ultimately, You know, considering the way things are set up and everything, it's probably just going to be something he's going to have to deal with, you know, at some point. If not, then, I mean, just maybe look somewhere else that's maybe a bit quieter, like she suggested. Anywho, go ahead and pick up some earrings. Alright then, so after that, a little bit of a diversion. Let's go ahead and continue on our way to the dry docks. Oh, and yep, they're all gone. You really should think about expanding that. So at least that way you can have more people going across it. Alright, here we are at the Morbi Dry Docks. And while we're here, let's go ahead and just touch up on the Toko Keep. Hello! Gotta make sure to keep ourselves updated there. But this is the port where they are currently constructing the warship. So, let's see. Oh, there's the crystals. Let's go attune to that next. Oh, but there looks like there's another quest as well we can do. The missive can wait. Let's see, Mimi Doa. Hello. What can I do for you? Constant cravings. What do you say? Another initiate, eh? Initiate, you say? Getting lots of initiates these days. Lots of initiate. Okay. You're saying that way too many times. What day you say it was? Are you drunk? Now, I reckon this initiate's here looking for work. Is it work you seek, eh? Well, you need not fret. They just happen to have a task what needs sending. A dear friend of mine, Rostin something or such, is holed up in the lighthouse on this side of the grift. Used to be that I visit the lad once send night to see how he was faring, but my legs just ain't the same since the gout gone and grabbed hold of them. I'd be great if you could check up on the candle keeping me stead. Oh, and don't you be forgetting to take along 4 curved jackal fangs. Tell them they're from Mimidilla. He'll understand. Sure. Now, also, there's another one over here, quest-wise. Let's see. Is it... right over here. Wafufu, failure to lunch. Oh, woe is me. I seem to have forgotten Miss Lay's 4 of my packed lunches. How? Whatever am I to do? I can hear Otbrim's belly grumble from all the way over here. I'm certain I made enough for everyone, so it must be that I either dropped a few? Oh, wow, okay. Or gave some to the wrong fellas. Oh, did you hear that? It was him belly again. He does not look at all pleased, does he? I must stay with my cart, but if you could search the dry docks and see if you cannot find us lunches, I would be eternally grateful. I might even whip together something special for you. Ah, did you see that? Artpim just gave me the evil eye. If those lunches don't turn up soon, I'm afraid he'll come over here and eat me. I feel like that's a bit of an extreme. But, anywho, let's go ahead and see if we can keep an eye open for those. Alright, so not down there, so probably up here then. Oh, there's one. Honestly surprising that they're just sitting there and no one else has picked them up. Although, it looks like someone's already have one over here. Hello. Don't tell me you came to collect my lunch. I can see it in them accusing eyes of yours. Sure, I knew right well that none of these lunches were meant for me. What with today being my day off and all. But I never thought little Wafufu would miss just one. If I give back the lunch, would you promise me you'll not mention that it was I who took it? I don't want the lass to think I was trying to swindle her. Though that's sort of what I was trying to do. But she didn't have to know that now, does she? Right then, carry on. Okay, whatever. Wafufu, really? I mean, I know you said you couldn't leave the cart, but still, it's like right there, down the steps. And lastly, well, Fufu would be needing one of her lunches back, you say? And here I was beginning to think the lass had eyes for me. Not that she's mid-type, mind ya. I like me woman a few hands taller and a few pounds heavier and a few shades bluer if you catch my drift. I wouldn't have minded the extra meal though. A man can work up quite a craving when he's been pounding, stretching, and shipping sheets of iron all day. I mean, yeah, I can imagine that certainly works up quite a bit of hunger there. Anywho. Please tell me you've had no lunches. I swear Aunt Pim has shifted several paces closer since you departed. He's not going to eat you. 1, 2, 3, 4. You did. You found all the missing lunches. Now, perhaps I could rest in peace knowing that Otbim won't be indulging his cannibalistic fantasies. At least for today. You're suggesting that that there's a history there. Okay, wow, a lot of quests are really opening up around here. You have a missive for me from Forge Master Hyanza. I assume it pertains to the pending arrival of the materials are ordered over a moon pass. Let's see it then. Alas and botheration. Another delay. I'm well aware of the shortage of skilled artisans, but this is insufferable. My apologies. The messenger does not deserve to bear the brunt of my frustration. Might I have your name? It's Zadrak. Zadrak, is it? Well, Zadrak, this proud maiden you see taking shape before you is the victory. The first new vessel to grace the dock sinks the calamity. Okay, oh wow, yeah, that is a massive ship. We may have lost the bulk of our ships that fateful day, but starting with this beauty, we will restore the Maelstrom's fleet to its former glory. The victory is more than a simple warship. It is a symbol of Lominsa's rebirth from the wreckage wrought by the coming of the 7th Umbral Era. Thus, we are striving to complete her construction as swiftly as possible, even going so far as to hire veteran shipwrights from outside the Thalas Crossi. Yet even with such unprecedented measures, there are never enough hands to handle the abundance of tasks. Should you choose to linger at the docks for a time, there's no end of odd jobs for a hard-working adventurer. Be fair warned, there's no place here for layabouts and troublemakers. Oh, no trouble here. Okay, then. Well, might as well accept the next quest. Without a doubt. Where in the 7 hells is that man? Not once in 12 moons has he been late with a shipment, and now 2 whole turns of sun without a single word. Oh, okay. So I guess something must have happened to them then. A shipwright of mine, a young man named Frilsmead, recently left Candlekeep Quay to retrieve several crates of supplies ordered from Lominsa, but is yet to return. I have sent several missives to Haldbroda, but his supplies are always the same. He does not recall ever seeing the right nor the supplies he was scheduled to collect. That man knows something, and I severely doubt he is telling me the whole truth. Ooh, suspicious. As I cannot leave my post, I would ask you to travel to Candlekeep Quay in my state and inform Haldbroda that if he insists on playing these games, I will personally see that he's transferred to Turtleback Island, where he can rot alone in the middle of the sea for eternity. Okay, so it looks like someone's gone missing, it seems. Well, before we go and continue on with that, let's go ahead and do some more side questing. Nailed it! When it comes to riveting, you could search the realm over, but you won't find none better than Hezel. Okay. 10 score rivets a bell. I drive twice that if I'm not in my cups. The key to driving rivets proper like is how hot you can get the buggers. The hotter the rivet, the stronger the bond you'll make with the steel plate. Problem being was to heat me rivets in the forest, they'd be cold as a dead horse crotch by the time I haul them back to the victory. Which is why I use the white hot cores of lightning sprites. But as you can see, my supply is running a tad low. If it ain't too much trouble, would you be so kind as to fetch me some? You look as if you could take on a whole pack of sprites with one hand tied behind your ass. Okay, yeah, I could certainly do that. Dealt with the water cores, now we're on to thunder cores. Hello there, Yogi. What do you got for me? What counts? I'm looking for a strapping young adventurer good with his numbers to help tally a remaining supply of planks and logs. Pesos you have to do. Ouch! Now that work on the victory is nearing completion, I need one final count on the lumber we have so I can determine if we'll need more. I already have Razlin Milzin and Rumia Falimo started on the tally, so speak with them and see what they found. Then bring me back the exact number of quarter deck logs and 4 castle planks remaining on site. Understood? Alright. Just finished me count of the cedar mass, and the yard master ain't going to like what I have to tell him. What? You'll tell him for me? Well, be my guest then, lad. I don't have to get yelled at. Yay! The victory, being as big as she is, will be outfitted with 3 full-size masts and 2 smaller masts. Each mast will have its own set of 4 to 5 spares or cross masts from which the sails hang. One need not be a scholarly from Melvin's Gate to know that's a whole hell worth of lumber, and that's just for one ship. And so just how many mast-worthy logs did I count here? 4? Not 400, not 4 score, not even 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, and you can take that to the yardmaster. But don't say I didn't warn ye. Oh boy. Seems like a bit of limited supplies here. Alright, all we have to do is talk to you, Rumil. 200 oak berthing planks. Not one more, not one less. I counted them twice, and then I counted them thrice more, just for good measure. We may be in trouble, though. Them shipwrights need any more than what you see before you. The fires of the Calamity claim most of the trees in old Oakwood. And what are those that remain, you ask? Why, we chopped down the rest to help build the victory. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Seems like maybe things are, supply-wise, not in the greatest of shape. I trust you had enough fingers to help you through the telling, so tell me how. What did you find? Those be grim numbers indeed. The Calamity may be just a fading memory, but it seems we're still far from truly healing. As I sold Bloody Lominsa, it pays me to say, but we may have to turn to them tree folk in Gridania if we're to finish the victory on time. Okay, so you about maybe setting up a trade deal then? Anywho. Let's go ahead and pick up some bronze pieces there. Do. Oh good, there's some lightning sprites right over there. Perfect. And we got some jackals as well. Ooh, okay. Looks like we got a bit of an impact there. Hey, I was admiring the scenery. Alright then, so now that I have a moment, let me get a closer look over here. Yeah, see another impact there. So not only did it crash land over here, it also froze a bit of the ocean, it seems. Okay. Can only imagine how much of it affected the environment it did on that. And the entire ecosystem there. I'm sure we'll end up getting closer to that spot at some point. Anywho, I think there's another quest down here. Alright then, we got ourselves some curved jackal fangs there, and oh look, there's the last one we need for the core. Funny how that all worked out. There we go. And let me go ahead and start making my way over here. See what this quest is over here. What they need me at. The Ashchan's Torch. I won't lie, this seems like a very peaceful place to live. No, just over here on top of a cliff face, overlooking the ocean. It just looks so peaceful. You know, without all the monsters all around you. Anywho, so Ross, what do you got for me? You can get right lonesome up here all alone with naught but the wind's chill to keep a man company. Some days I carve jackal fangs to help clear me head of the voices. The voices calling me back to the great blue. Oh, okay. Here you go. What's this? Mimadoa send ya, did ya? Well, you tell that old man that he needn't waste his few last sons in his realm worrying about poor Rosse. I'll carry on as I always have in the service of the sailors, alone till the day I die. Yeah. Well, looks like he has something else, though. Sade with flowers. Whilst the carvings help keep my head clear, a bit of company would ease the solitude. Truth is, with each turn of the sun, I crept ever closer to the brink of madness. Okay, so maybe it sounds like maybe a change of scenery is what you need. All day and all night, I dream of someone who might rescue me from this prison. Someone broad and hale with skin the color of the sea and eyes what'll suck you in the maelstrom. Someone like Gimathoda. Who's that? It's been enchanted by her sweet magic since I first saw her. A young lass from the Morbi dry docks on patrol of the God's Grip. She smiled at me, but I was too it up inside by fear to meet her gaze. And now, since her promotion to head watch, she can't be barred to make the climb. I would tell her how it is I feel, but my duty to the sailors. Wait, might be you could tell her for me? I'd make it worth your while. You could take her a nice La Nocian lily bell. You think she like that? I reckon she like that. Ain't met a woman what didn't like flowers. Sure. No, maybe help ease his loneliness. Alright, let's see about picking up some flowers. Are they below me? Ah, they're on the cliffside here. Do we need all 3 batches or is one will suffice? Okay, just one. Also, there are some enemies. We trapped specifically. Alright, y'all good? Alright, looks like they're all good. Alright, now time to turn in all these side quests. Hello, I got some flowers for you. A gift for me from the Candlekeep at Ashchan's Torch, but I don't recall ever meeting anyone. La Nocian Lilybell. Yes, it's coming back to me now. Roshnet Zay. I believe his name was. I remember specifically commenting on how I despised my patrols through the God's Grip for the areas full of La Nocian Lilybells, and the terrible weeds always send me into sneezing fits. Oh no! Oh boy, a bit of allergies then. Why am I flattered? I'm afraid I cannot return the gesture. As head watch of the Morbi Dry Dock, it is my responsibility to see that the peace is kept until the victory's christening. I simply haven't the time to pay would-be suitors any mind, no matter how desperate they may be. Though perhaps once the ship is complete, I could consider climb up the peninsula, perhaps. Oh, okay, so there's hope then. I wish both of you luck then in that endeavor. Hello, Mimidoa. Where'd you crawl in from? I don't recall sending for no initiates, eh? Zadak Spectre Tina? I once knew a lad named Zadak, back when I served on the Cloud Dancer. Wait, what? He was a strapping young lad with teeth as white as princesses' paps. You ain't him, though. Nose ain't quite right. And who are ye? Again, I got something to tell me, has ye? Rase? What's that mumbling milksop whining about this time? No, let me guess, that he's lonely. Ha! Put a pair of warm women in his arms and another on his lap, and he'll be right as rain. Oh, Lord. This is what I do to help me forget that what ails me, Not that old Mimidoa needs much help with forgetting, mind ya. Also, someone just patted me, Bye! Might be that I'll send them up a few saucy trumpets this coming eve. Okay, then. Looks like he won't be lonely for too much longer. I'm back with those cores you wanted. 3 cores, I can be done with the day's work and back at the alehouse where I belong. There you go. Leviathans! You're really done gone and fetched me the blinking cores. Atbrim will be right pleased to see that, he will. 'Tis the foreman what came up with the idea to use cores to heat the rivets. A clever one, that man. Sharper than a fang in a fishback's beak. Probably is why he made Chief so quick-like. Hell yeah, innovation like that will certainly goes a long way, Alright then, so it looks like all that's left now is Without a Doubt. So it's time to go and continue on with the main quest. Again. Oh wait, no, maybe I spoke too soon. It looks like there is another side quest for me to do while I'm over here. Hello there. I zoom in. Forbidden Island. Excuse me, adventurer, might I have a moment of your time? Allow me to introduce myself. I am Azumin, field assessor for Mailvane's Gate. My work for the custom house involves the investigation of claims made regarding the unlawful import of restricted items from foreign shores. Recently, there have been a number of petitions made by the residents of Candlekeep concerning a species not native to Vilbrand. If this species is indeed alien to the island, it must be relocated and destroyed immediately, before it is allowed to reproduce and possibly disturb the natural balance. Yeah, that would not be good. Found here amongst the area's fauna. I would ask that you take this lump of fetid dodo flesh, and place it upon one of the mounds of soil thought to be the nest of the invasive species. The odor should draw forth whatever creatures lurk beneath, leaving them easy targets. And then, let me go ahead and complete this. Yeah, does that self-righteous dog Aquab doubt that I've never told him anything less than the truth? More along the lines of maybe there's some information you omitted to mention. So, let me just go ahead and cast some doubt on you. Which is all the finger pointing. Turtleback Island? He cannot do that, can he? Oh, but he shall. I swear my poor Nana's grave navigator rests her soul. I know naught of this Philsmead, nor his precious supplies. Hells, we here at the quay have had enough trouble these past few suns, what with the sinking of that Lominsa cargo ship off the Salt Strand. Oh, okay. I haven't the time to take a proper piss, let alone make note of every scrag that wanders in off the grip. What else you got for me? Writing the ship right. Now, the way I see it, if you have time to be standing here questioning my character, then you most certainly have the time to get that Arse of yours down to the Salt Strand and help us search for survivors of the wreck. Who knows, you may just run across this Philsmead everyone seems so eager to find. Here's to hoping the navigator hasn't found him first. Alright, so looks like we have to search for survivors down by the shoreline. And let's go ahead, and before we do that though, let's go and take care of some invasive creatures. Certainly is a bit of a balancing act. Alright, looks like we got some mightlings. Some like little tiny little... Oh, yep, spiders. Oh, there's more. Okay, they're just getting bigger. And now it's a scorpion. Oh, okay, I just had to do the one mound. Okay, I thought I had to do all three, The Havnarian mites, we have collected eggs from cargo carried on ships hailing from Rats Han before, but always in Lominsa. There are no record of ships traveling to or from the tiny island nation making stops here in Candlekeep, nor would they ever need to, unless the mites did not come from a ship that laid anchor here, but from a different vessel, one with more heinous motives. I believe this requires further investigation. I thank you again for your assistance. Perhaps I may require your service again in the near future. Is that now? Okay, it's not now. Okay, we'll keep that in mind. Alright, but next on our list is see about searching for some survivors from that ship that went down. And oh look, there's the person we were looking for. Oh, it looks like he's a little bit worse here. I am Phil's Mead. Yeah, say the foreman's wondering on me whereabouts. I thought he might be, but you must know I cannot show my face at the dry docks until I write the table wrong I caused. What did you do? 2 nights passed, I made the trip from the dry docks to Candlekeep, just as the foreman asked. The seas were right rough, and the captain of the cargo ship was wary of bringing her too close to the cliffs. So I paid a few coins to a fisher to take me out to meet her. Okay. By the time we was halfway to shore and ship, the swells had risen to nigh on 10 yalms. It wasn't long before the waves had hold of us. Try as we might to stay the boat, nature's grip was too tight and we was flung headlong into the Lominsa Gallia. When I awoke, both ships were gone and the cargo I was to collect lay strewn across the salt strand. I made every effort to salvage it, but the sands are crawling with quern, and I ain't a one with a sword. And now you see why it is I cannot return to the dry docks. But I guess we're the ones doing it, so let's see. Okay, you all just keep chatting amongst yourselves. Don't mind me. Up. I've been spotted. Got a tangled rigging here. And a folded sailcloth. Okay, and it looks like that's all there is from the ship that ended up sinking. Not only that, but it looks like there wasn't any survivors either besides Phil's meat himself. May they all rest in peace. Hey. That night I was tossing to sea like some doll of rags, and it weren't long before the world around me faded to black and slipped deeper into the abyss. But lo, the navigator wouldn't see me to the gates of the seven hells, and I woke to find myself washed ashore. And here I've been ever since. You're very fortunate. Waiting for a chance to salvage me master's cargo. Well, here you go. This is all I could find. The missing parts, I don't know how I could repay you. I'll deliver the supplies right away, but first I must stop by the quay so that I might pay me respect to the widow of the brave fisher who gave me his life for a handful of coin. Could you tell Otbrim that I'll be back at the dry docks by daybreak? Many thanks, adventurer. I will not forget this kindness. Hello, Altbrim. I have a report for you. I'm relieved to hear that both Phil's meat and the supplies are unharmed. Though it was foolish for him to believe that I would blame him for that which was obviously out of his hands. Exactly. I mean, at that point, it was literally just, unfortunately, nature going on at the moment. You see, there's no storm that day, and the seas here adjacent the dry docks were as calm as a slumbering child. This leads me to believe that the trouble the ships encountered off Candlekeep Quay was of a less natural, we got magic involved. The sword which the Sahajin had been known to conjure. Oh boy. The waves that had happened, the destruction of the ship that, sank. Looks like it was... There was some ill intent there. You angry pirates dream. Zadrak, while I originally had doubts about your motives, you have repeatedly proven yourself an asset to Naldik and Vimilis. I still do not like you, but that does not mean I do not trust you. Oh, okay. Grimthada, head of the watch here at the dry docks, believes that pirates may be planning an attack on the Victory, and she requires assistance, investigating a group of unsavory individuals making camp nearby. I have recommended you for the task. Despite all Limsa and Lominsa's endured before, during, and following the calamity, the fact that there are still those who would turn their backs on the city-state so that they might line their pockets with a few handful of coins. Just the thought of it sickens me. Agreed. Alright, looks like we've got some pirates to deal with. Hey, Guinea Soda. Ah yes, I had a feeling you would be the one Otbrim sent. Since you first arrived at the Morbi dry docks, I have had my men watch you. Oh, there's no need to get angry. I'm not really angry, but okay. I'm making a point to keep an eye on all those new to the area. It's simply protocol. I mean, makes sense. Always gotta be wary of newcomers. And you'll be pleased to know that nothing incriminating was found. You appear to be a model citizen. That informant seems to think somewhat highly of you, which I must admit is quite shocking. The man doesn't even trust his own mother. Very well, then. I assume Otbrim informed you of what your task would entail. The pirates you believe are conspiring to raid the dry docks were last seen making camp near an ancient stone called the Mark of the Spinner. Huh, another marker. I would have you approach the men posing as a lost adventurer and see if you cannot somehow learn of their intentions. If they don't try to take you down first. Kana Gohoa, stationed at the rear gate, can provide you with an exact location of the camp. The Drac, haha, I knew it. No more sardines for Kanago. Tonight I shall dine on the finest salmon on the peninsula. Why? Well, I had a little wager going with some of the other guards on who Otbrim would recommend for the next job. My money was on you. Oh, thanks. Nice to see you, having faith in me. Ah, the job, yes, of course. If you follow the road past the gates to the southeast, you eventually come to a barren cape with a single large stone half buried in the cliff overlooking the sea. Followers of the 12 say it's a holy place dedicated to Nemia, the spinner. I'd be surprised if the pirates camped up there were aware of that, though. Well, you never know. Alright, let's go ahead and check out the suspicious individuals. Oh, just right down there? Yeah, I mean, honestly, I won't be surprised if they actually heard us, considering the fact we're literally right around the corner. And wind does, carry noise, so... hopefully we weren't being too loud. Hello! Just wanted to say hi. Try and find a place to, bunker down. I'm not suspicious at all. I'm giving it a count of 9 to step back on that path and carry your adventuring ass back down to whatever rock it is you crawled out from under. You see, I's had it up to my ears with your type, roaming the hills like they was yours to roam. It's getting to be that a man cannot enjoy a mug of rum without some shite breath outlander running up asking which is the way to the local elite meet. So in hells if I know I'm a bloody pirate, goddammit. Thall's balls, once we have me boy back, I'm putting this godforsaken pissole of an island so far behind me, ain't no one remember I was ever here. Come on, Scrags. We've knives to sharpen. Not on me, hopefully. Okay. It seems like that everything went well there. Certainly could have gone a lot worse. So the trespassers are indeed pirates, and they are indeed planning something, but what is this talk of getting me boy back? So there may be a ransom going on? Could it be that the target never was the victory? Something is not right, and I won't sit by idly waiting for those pirates to make the first move. I shall order increased patrols immediately. Thank you again. Is someone flying back there? I didn't realize they had enabled flying in other regions. Thank you again for your help, Sidrak. It appears we were wise to put our trust in you. Ooh, I get myself a new grimoire. Ooh, we got ourselves a bit of a cutscene. It looks like victory in peril. I am concerned, Sidrak. It appears that the pirates I had to investigate are on the move. They creep ever closer to dry dock, so I must assume they mean to target the Victory herself. That ship is a symbol of everything Limsa Lominsa strives to become, and I will not allow these base scoundrels to lay a single finger upon her hull. We must apprehend them before they put their plans into motion, and you, Sidrak, are just the man to do it. Without your capable assistance, I fear the security of the dry docks cannot be guaranteed. Not moments ago, my guards submitted reports of suspicious activity in the area. Pray begin your efforts by listening to one of their accounts firsthand. It matters not whom you choose to speak with, but be sure to question either Urswist at the front gate or Kanagaho at the rear. Any suspect saboteurs you encounter during the course of your investigation are to be interrogated. Report any and all findings directly to me. Yes, ma'am. Alright, well, might as well go ahead and talk to the one in the south gate here, since they're closest. Hello again. Hail, adventurer. Glad to have another hand aboard to help shore up security. The god knows a report would sit on Gimathoda's desk gathering dust if it weren't for the assistance of those such as yourself. Speaking of reports, though, I saw one of those mangy pirates lurking around the cliff near Empty Heart. I take a closer look before he has a chance to cover his tracks. Alright then. Looks like they're gonna be above us, aren't they? Yep. Oh, there they are, and they're right between the barrier, it seems. What you doing? Ah, spotted me, did ya? Well, you're too late. What's to happen is already happening. I mean, you weren't exactly, anyone looking up could probably see you, honestly. Up, and there they go. Alright, well, better report back. Probably best not to jump down there. Oh, well, looks like we're going into an instance. Here's the report, and I'm sure something's about to happen right now. So you found me one of those pirates, did you? I knew you were the right adventurer to ask for aid. But what could these knaves be planning? What's to happen is already happening? Captain, trouble at the shipyard. Oh boy. Easy now, soldier. Who did this to you? Pirates out of nowhere struck me good. Gods below, we are not prepared for this. The pirate soldier, how many do they number? Not sure. More than I could quickly count. Seem to be carrying explosives. Explosive, then there's no time to lose. Are they planning to try to blow up the victory then? The Drac, you heard the situation. Make your way to the shipyard and engage these intruders. I will see to this man's wounds and follow after. Make haste now. Got it. Yeah, I have a feeling there's something more going on here. Okay, well, let's start making our way to the docks. Oh, yeah, looks like we got the... Oh, looks like they spotted me. Ah, never reckoned it'd be this easy. Still don't trust those slimy bastards, but their plan worked like a charm. Oh, you working with someone? Yeah, I have a feeling I have an idea what's going on. Duh, what are you doing, you great bloody fool? Shut your trap, boy. This'll all be over soon. All that's left now is to blow this ugly pile driftwood into splinters. Please don't. Why would you do such a thing? Have you any idea how important a ship is, what it represents? Aye, and that's what makes it all the sweeter, whatever it takes to knock some sense into me treacherous, backstabbing son. Ah, okay. Imagine a boy of mine giving up the pirate life to become a shipwright, and building a bleeding maelstrom vessel at that. What under Limlayan's wide green ocean made you take up with these self-righteous shites? You're the one with no bloody sense, Dad. Don't you see? The pirates had their glory days, but that era is over. I wonder why Otbrim never spoke of his father. I never would have thought. This ship's a symbol, alright, of everything what went wrong with the world, and I mean to shatter into 100,000 pieces. Boy. Gimthada, Zadrak. Hey, beat the tar out of this bloated sea slug and make sure no harm comes to the victory. Will do. Looks like we have some company coming. Almost got him. There you go. Now we just gotta finish off the rest of the lackeys. Phew! Got a little chaotic there. I must be getting old, letting some green adventure get the best of me. Duh. This is awkward. That's one big bloody ship, big and nasty looking. You made that, did ya? Okay then. Well, how you doing, Otbrim? My thanks to Drac. I shudder to think what may have become of the victory without your intervention. The pirates have made a right mess of things. I best get to sorting out the docks. And my thoughts could use some sorting out as well. Ever did my father have a way of turning my life upside down? Yeah, that certainly is a way to do it. You know, just kind of, you know, barging in, you know, attacking everyone. Pray convey my thanks and my apologies to Gimithoda. So yeah, I guess that's just showcasing how divided the Lominsa citizens are between the people that are just trying to restore the realm, their home, and the people who are just trying to survive, you know, still trying to hold on to the olden days. How fair you, Zadrak. I cannot begin to thank you for the role you played in preventing this madness. You defended more than a simple ship. You saved the budding hope of Lominsa from a violent demise. The day was yours. It seems the security regime will require much in the way of improvement if we are to truly keep the dry docks safe. Oh yeah, definitely. Atbrim apologizes, but I suppose I can understand why he would feel responsible for his father's actions. Of all those involved, this incident was hardest on him. Yeah, I can imagine. But in time, I believe he will come to a single conclusion. The most fitting way of moving past his anguish is to see the victory completed and in the water. By the by, the piratery defeat have been handed over to the Yellow Jackets. Raynor's men will be taking over the investigation. Before the Yellow Jackets moved in, however, we recovered a most unusual object. Should you have the time to spare, I'd ask of you another favor. Oh? I'm assuming it involves this object. Men of the blue tattoos. Zadrak, in light of your role in recent events, there are a few others to whom I would entrust this task. Since last we spoke, a curious missive has been discovered amongst the personal effects of XIV, the pirate behind the plot to sabotage the victory. This missive was penned in a most unusual script, the script we would believe to be some manner of code. So yeah, it looks like the pirates were working with someone. Needless to say, anything which a proven enemy of Lominsa deems worthy of enciphering is like to be of great interest to the Maelstrom. Unfortunately, none among us can make any sense of the message. In cases such as this, I am told the Yellow Jackets are wont to turn to Baderon and its convenient connections. Thus, I would have you deliver this missive to the proprietor of the Drowning Wrench, into his hand and no other. Do you understand? Alright then, looks like we're going back into Lominsa then. Alright. Look at everyone. We're all charging to, I believe, the same person. Or at least the same vicinity. Hey, Baderon. Ahoy, there's a Drac. I've been hearing about your deeds at the dry docks. Otbrim laid out the entire tale for me. Poor Sodom was still reeling at his old man's part in the business, but at least you kept the victory from being sunk before she sailed. And for that, I owe you me thanks. You've really made a name for yourself here in Limsa, lad. Folk know that when they need something done, you need something done. And what might that be? What blasphemy is this? You want someone to read a message, write in funny letters for ya? Angrim thought I might know a man as could. Well, let's see it then. I reckon I might know a canny bugger what can read stuff like this. Ugly sod by the name of Barterin. Oh, okay, well, convenient. You know you're like one of me regulars now, Zadrak. You never let me down yet, and Navigator helped me. I reckon I could trust ya. Gamthada was right to want this message deciphered. We've got us some trouble brewing here, and no mistake. Get ready for action, I'll explain. Alrighty then. Sounds serious. Good to have you aboard, lad. Now then, where to start? Feint and strike. Back when I was younger and nastier. Yeah, you're nasty. I earned me living as a sellsword in that business. If you wanted to know what your enemy was up to, you had to learn to read the orders you prized from the cold dead hands of its mates. That's how I came to know how to read your message. Truth be told, the script was only too bloody familiar. Them Sahajin letters, lad. And I should know, I've gutted more fishbag messengers than I can count. Okay. It gets worse though. The plan to blow up the victory is all in here, right down to the fine details. Okay. So it sounds like the Sahajins are the ones who set up the plan, and then they hired the pirates to take action. Looks like they meant to raise 8 kinds of hell in western Lanosia. Then it's the Maelstrom's new flagship in the confusion. The point being, the attack on the victory weren't the act of a few rebellious pirates. It's a key part of some canny bastard's grand plan. Almost sounds like it was going to be used as a distraction. But if I'm reading this alright, the attack itself came much too early. Outraged, they panicked when they saw ye was onto them, rushed in to do the job and buggered it up. Yeah, we spotted them, and because of that, they had to escalate. They had to move the plan up. Them tattoo-faced bastards, as they say, was paying Othram's old man. They're with the Serpent Reavers, right? But none of their crew was there, was they? Did they have something better to do, or what? It looks like they probably have another job to do. Oh, hey, I see some twins back there. 7 hells, I got it all backwards. That mess of the victory, that was meant to be the bloody, yeah, it was the distraction. The fishbacks ain't interested in Maelstrom's baby. They're after men, just like they've always been. They're sending the pirate lackeys after a civilian target. This bit about raising hell in western Lanosia, that's where it'll be. Someone tells me Swiftperch is about to get it, and hit hard. Alright, I'll start making my way over there then. Here's a rough translation of the message. Take it to Commodore Raynor at the Coral Tower and tell him he's in for a busy day. Oh, and give him an hand, eh? You could be a damn sure he'll need one. Sure. Hello there, Raynor. Yes, I am Raynor. Ah, you must be the adventurer whose name seems to be on everyone's lips. You are to be commended for your part in thwarting the plot to destroy the victory. Now, what can I do for you this day? Yeah, it seems like there's going to be another attack, and also looks like some civilians are being targeted. You bear an urgent message from Batarin? Why do I get the feeling that my hopes for a quiet morning are about to be cruelly dashed? Tell me, what is afoot? An assault on Swiftperch, but we've seen nothing to suggest the Serpent Reavers are massing for an attack. Even so, it would be foolish to discount the possibility. Batarin is rarely wrong about such matters. I will marshal the Yellow Jackets for battle immediately. The only question is where to send them. While I concur with Batarin's assessment that the attack on the dry dock was indeed intended as a diversion, Swiftperch is but one of several possible targets for the main thrust. Commodore, sir! Oh, and I think we're going to get confirmation here. Report. It's a Sahajin, sir. They mounted a large-scale assault on South Tide Gate and threatened to overwhelm our defenses within the day. The garrison requests immediate reinforcements. Is this another distraction, perhaps? By the Navigator, it seems my decision has been made for me. Muster the troops and give the order to march. The Serpent Reavers are in league with the Sahajin. which means there's every chance this assault on Tidegate may yet prove to be another feint. Yep. The fact remains, however, that we can ill afford to ignore it, and that leaves Swiftperch vulnerable to those pirate traders. It is times such as these I wish the warriors of light yet walked among us, but witches will evade us not. Spectre Tina, you must serve in their absence. Make for Swiftperch with all haste and lend your strength to the squads I can spare for the settlement's defense. Alright, I'm on my way. Okay, we're back at Swiftperch. Everything looks fine at the moment, though. But looks like we're getting ourselves into another instance. Rise Flow. Commodore Reiner sent word we'd be getting reinforcements, but I didn't expect him to send you. You certainly look like you've seen your share of action, though you bear little resemblance to the wide-eyed whelp I met fresh off the ferry. In any case, do you know what you're fighting for here at this place, Swiftperch? It was rebuilt by folks who stood strong in the face of every hardship the calamity threw their way. And we're not about to let some fish-fancying scum claim the honor of being the ones who finally broke their spirits. Don't give those pirate bastards one bloody ilm, you hear me? Yep, let's proceed. Here they come! Okay, and the gates were just wide open, okay? Here now, I thought all of them yellow-jacket worms was meant to be busy. That useless crack ain't followed the plan, has he? Now what, pull back and wait for our Sahajin brothers? Piss on that, we ain't turning back empty-handed. Remember, no killing the small folk, or it'll be your blood what stains Lord Leviathan's altars. Oh. So it looks like they're Leviathan worshippers. The yellow bellies you can butcher at will. Them dirt-eating slugs will be crushed under the full might of the serpent reavers. Seems Swiftperch was the main target after all, eh? As far as we're aware of. Squads 1 and 2 protect the townsfolk. Squad 3, you're our rear guard. The rest of you, we meet their charge where we stand. Let's bear the Commodore word of our victory or no word at all. Limsa, Lominsa! Alright, let's do this. Let's send these pirates packing. I've got all you yellow bellies and dance in your gizzards. Alright, let's see if we can divide and conquer here. There we go, one side down. Let's help out this side now. Did I put any of you to sleep? Okay, good. Oh, we got another wave coming. See about putting more of you to sleep. There's a healer somewhere. Okay, doesn't seem like there's much left now. ourselves a bit of a demonish creature here now. Oh, backing out. Okay, almost got him down. All right, we should be good. Okay then. Got pirates, got demons. Well fought, the reavers are beaten and scattered. I'll take some men and hunt down the stragglers. Oh, but there may be more of them lurking about, so don't let your guard down just yet. Yeah, it could be just the first wave. Or, I guess, the first two, you know, waves. Everything okay? Ooh, someone's infiltrated, I see. Oh, you look familiar. The source of his strength becomes clear. You may have bested the golem, but you will not fare so well this day. Oh, really now? Okay. Oh, mournful voice of creation, send unto me a creature of the abyss, my thrall to command, that I may smite mine enemies. Looks like we're not done yet, and what are you summoning? Oh, dear lord. We're demons. With swords. Your very being imperils the plan. You cannot be suffered to live. Well, I don't feel like falling here, so... Defeat the masked mage. So, is there like no one else around? Is it just me here? Look, they have a few extra levels, so helps give me a bit of an edge. The lesser gargoyle. Oh, Yustola, hey! How you doing? It's been a little while. Okay, now we can go ahead and focus on the masked mages themselves. Probably keep ourselves spread apart, so we don't get hit by AoEs. Yep, let's keep it up. And you are down. All right. Thanks you for the assistance there. Ugh. That the wisdom of the Paragon should be brought low by mere mortals. Paragon, did he say? Then it is as I feared. They are known as the Bringers of Chaos, or Scions, to give them their proper name. It would seem our suspicions were correct. It is they who have been manipulating the beast tribes. Ah, okay. So you have the pirates, then you have the Sahajins, which are part of the beast tribes, and now you have these Scions who are controlling or utilizing the beast tribes. Pardon, you would know if we Charlayans have encountered Scions before. I have never spoken to you in my homeland. How did you know whence I hail? Wait, I do begin to see. You have been blessed with a special gift. Oh, did we learn about that through our... Yeah, I think we saw a vision of the past, actually, with Yustola. Oh, here comes the Yellow Jackets. Are you alright, lad? If I'd known a mean bugger like that was hiding in the bushes, I would have left a squad or 6 to keep you company. Well, at least now we can call this kidnapping investigation to a close. Those Reavers were the ones spiriting folk away in the dead of night, and this bastard here was pulling all the strings. A trifle simplistic, but not inaccurate. I came as soon as I sensed his presence, but I never thought to find such a scene of carnage. Yet we prevailed, and thanks to your heroic actions, I have learned much. I'm glad you were able to sense and were able to, come and help. Hi, heroic is the word. I don't want to think about what would have happened if you hadn't been here, friend. Yeah, let's not dwell on that. And your assistance is much appreciated too, Lady Y'shtola. Please give our regards to the Scions. I'm glad to have played a role in bringing what I hope is to an end to this disturbing space of spat of abductions. I mean, if there's more of those Scions, I feel like there's probably going to be more kidnappings, down the line. The thread of your fate forms a part of the most intriguing tapestry. Mayhap we will be afforded the chance to speak more in the near future. For now, however, you must see this particular tale to its conclusion. Pray send my greetings to Commodore Reiner. I will. Well, you take care. Oh, what's this? Yes, let's go pick up the smoking purple crystal. Oh, or watch it get destroyed as well. Okay. Sure, that was just a random trinket. I'm sure there was nothing special about it whatsoever. Anyways, let's go ahead and we'll just set that aside for the time being and go ahead and head back to the Coral Tower then. Alright, Reiner, I'm back and we were able to fight off against the pirates. Spectre Tina, eagerly have I awaited your return. Word of your exploit is already spreading through the ranks. My troops and I owe you a great debt of gratitude for your timely assistance. You have shown yourself to be possessed of a sure arm and strong spirit and sound judgment. Would that Lominsa had more of your light. I have little doubt that you shall one day join the ranks of Eorzea's greatest adventurers. It's but a matter of time. I know. There's just so much to do. So little time. Clearly, Battleron's eye for potential remains as sharp as ever, though I doubt even he imagined you capable of such feats. Might you favor me with your own account of the events? Such victories bear retelling. Oh, certainly. Perhaps over some drinks, perhaps? Y'shtola has been working with us for quite some time, you see, and she was only too willing to assist the Yellow Jackets in the kidnapping investigation, proving herself a stalwart ally of Lominsa yet again. Needless to say, after your part in thwarting the attempted sabotage of the victory and a small matter of your deeds at Swift Perch, wouldn't say small, you two have proven yourself a valued friend of the Thalassocracy. Thalassocracy. Admiral! Everything good? Oh! I believe this is the leader. Lominsa. May I present to you Admiral Boffiswin.
So, this is the adventurer I've been reading about in the field reports.
Ooh, we have voice acting.
I am Melve Blufisvin, Admiral of Limsa Lominsa. On behalf of my people, I bid you thanks for the deeds you have done this day.
No problem.
A token of our gratitude. What worth is high regard without just reward after all?
Oh, thank you. I mean, no, you shouldn't have. You totally shouldn't have. Grab, 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 grab.
Since you first set foot in our city, my good friend Baderon and Commodore Rayner have taken turns at regaling me with tales of your exploits. Safe to say, they left an impression. Join me at the coming banquet.
Oh, okay, sure. I was feeling a little peckish.
A seat of honor at the celebratory feast is the least I can offer the man who foiled the Sahagin.
Oh.
Okay, it's a big honor.
Oh, and don't be late.
I will try my best.
Your fellow guests will be eager to take the measure of their newest hero, and some do not take kindly to being kept waiting. Till then, may you walk in the light of the crystal.
All right, may you as well. Again, thank you. And it looks like all of our deeds are starting to take notice from the higher-ups now. Ooh, and we got ourselves a level out of that. All right. High society. I am not sure you understand just how unusual it is for the Admiral to invite an adventurer to a state banquet. Yeah, I imagine this is certainly not something that normally happens. It is a highly coveted honor, why even officers under her direct command are rarely afforded such recognition. Oh, wow. But I will not deny you have earned it. Many of the tasks you have performed in service of the Thalasscracy have been both difficult and dangerous. I mean, considering the fact that we basically helped save the victory from being blown up by pirate, considering the fact that it's also a, symbol of the Limsa Lominsa, basically, as well as trying to heal from what happened with the Cataclysm, and then also helping and putting a stop to the kidnappings, at least for the time being, as well as learning about how the pirates, the Sahagin, and those Ascians, that's the name, so, help thwart that plot, so yeah. This is a reward for all of your efforts, a nod to your many achievements, both large and small. As the enormity of this moment yet to sink in, perhaps chance you will realize its significance when you stand before the assembled dignitaries as Limsa Lominsa. No pressure. And now that I've imagined the scene, I realize that you will require suitable attire suitable for the occasion. I suggest you visit the wrench and see what Baderon could arrange. He is surprisingly knowledgeable about such things. Okay, looks like we're going to be getting some new threads here for the upcoming banquet. Let's go ahead and meet up with our good old pal Baderon. Hello. Well, if it ain't Merib's guest of honor. Hobnobbling with the high and mighty now, is it? I tell you, lad, I damn near snorted ale out me nose when I heard the news. You have come a long, bloody way, you have, and that's the truth. Well, one thing's for sure, you'll not want for decent grub. These banquets are catered by the Bleeding Bismarck, no less. This is a grand chance to fill your belly to bursting with fine and, more importantly, free food. Yep, I agree. Gotta take advantage of that. But we can't have you turning up in your shite-caked adventure gear. No, the hero of the hour needs to have a touch of refinement about him, if only to stop folk complaining when he stuffs his face with cake. Oh, how so uncouth. Take yourself over to the Octon and speak to Jasnasim of the Brigary Consortium. She'll furnish you with something gentlemanly to wear. I've already had a word with her, so all you need to do is pick up the goods, then bring them back here so I can tell you what's what. Okay then. Hello there. Good evening, sir. I assume you're the underdressed gentleman Baderon mentioned. I am indeed. Sniff. I see he was not exaggerating. Okay, don't need to go that far. I've chosen these especially for your debut in polite society. Fear not, I'm certain you will absolutely adore them. Alright, let's go ahead and show off the new threads we got. Hey, Baderon, got the new threads. Been to see just as them, have ya? Let's have that box then. Here you go, a nice pair of dress shoes for ya. A block might have had much else to his name, and so long as he's got a decent pair of shoes on his feet, there ain't nowhere he can't go. Think of him as a gift from me, and all the other folk you've done right by along the way. Aye, it's a very moving gesture, I know, just don't go welling up on me. I wouldn't do for Limsa new hero to turn up at the banquet soaked in his own tears and snot. Ew. Any road, especially now that you got your garb sorted, now you just need to settle your nerves. Tell me when you're ready and I'll tell you where you're meant to go. Okay, thank you. Hold on a second, let me see if I can change up my clothes here. Alright, got myself changed my equipment a little bit. A mizzen mast repass. You're ready then, are you? Good. The banquet will be starting soon. If you've waited any longer, I've considered it my civic duty to hit you over the head and drag you there. Well, it's a good thing you didn't have to worry about that. Now, make sure you're wearing the fancy shoes when you turn up, alright? Carrying them won't do you no good. They're meant to make you look like a gentleman. Remember, not a gentleman's bleeding lackey. As for directions, the feast's being held on the bridge in the Admiral's briefing room. Speak with Xanthale in Bulwark Hall and he'll show you the way. Just keep that head held high, lad. After everything you've done for Limsa, you've good reason to be proud, and don't let no eye-born bugger tell you different. Alright. Well, okay, it looks like I had to put the dress. I did not put on the shoes yet. Okay, let me go do that. Hey, time to see about getting some food in our bellies. Xanthale. Hello. Dress shoes, fancy dress shoes, adventurer wearing fancy dress shoes. Oh, now those are some fancy dress shoes. Come, adventurer, I will show you to the briefing room. Alright, looks like people are having fun. People are dancing, talking to each other. I see some drinks and food. I see some pears, it looks like. Oh, your stall is here as well. Hello?
Brothers and sisters of the sea.
Ah, speech.
Join me now in honoring this man for his services to our great nation. May the navigator guide and protect him on his journey, till sea swallows all. These pirates you encountered with the tattooed faces, they call themselves the Serpent Reavers. Their ranks are formed of cutthroats and madmen who have pledged themselves body and soul to the primal Leviathan.
Yeah, I surmise as such when they attacked Swift Perch.
From what we have gathered, they sought to swell their numbers by spiriting away any soul unfortunate enough to cross their path. I need not tell you the depth of the animosity between us and the Sahagin. How any seaman worth his salt could devote himself to the fishback's god is a question for a more temperate mind than mine.
Maybe we'll learn about that, as we continue on with our adventures.
But, thanks to you, our citizens may once more go about their daily lives, safe in the knowledge that they will not be dragged into the darkness by those execrable curs.
Such an extraordinary glow.
Oh, notice the crystal I have. Oh, yeah.
This is one of the crystals of light.
Oh, is it? Just found it on the ground. I believe it was after we fought that creature over by that monument, Gistola.
By the navigator.
Oh, interesting revelation.
After our encounter with the Gubu, you had a vision.
Yes.
Did you not? Of a towering crystal.
Yes.
You bathed in her light.
Yashtola's conclusion is clear, and I see no reason to doubt it. You are the vessel of a higher power. This being from your vision was the Mother Crystal. Your description matches what little we know of her.
Okay then, so it looks like, yeah, we got ourselves a goddess that needs our help.
And if she has chosen you, then your deeds may yet shape the fate of nations, as once did the deeds of the Warriors of Light.
Okay then.
Know you the tale? Like you, they were not of these lands, yet they fought to protect us all against the corruption of the Primals. When the Garlean Empire began its conquest of the realm, these heroes joined the Grand Companies and helped to reforge the Eorzean Alliance. And at the Battle of Cartano, they took the field beneath our banners to fight for everything we hold dear.
Yeah, that was the scene we saw earlier at the beginning.
It was on that day, in the midst of that hell, that we lost them. Every soul who survived that battle will never forget how it was to fight beside them. We are proud to call them our comrades. Yet whenever we try to shout their names, the sound dies in our throats.
Interesting. So it looks like whatever happened during or after that battle basically caused everyone's minds to be affected.
And whenever we strain to see their faces with our mind's eye, naught but their shadows appear to us, set against a blinding light. Ask any true Eorzean who knew them, and the story will be the same. It is for this reason that we call them the Warriors of Light. When I look upon you, I cannot help but be reminded of them.
Well, who knows? Maybe we'll become the next generation of the Warriors of Light.
Keep that crystal safe.
I'll do what I can. Although speaking of crystals, I saw this dark crystal.
In time, I believe the Mother Crystal will make clear her reasons for bestowing it upon you. Heed well her words, adventurer, for it is Hydaelyn herself who speaks.
Hydaelyn. Oh! Something echoed with us. What's happening now? What flashback is this? Ah. What was it called? The Battle of Cartadu? Looks like we're getting a little bit of a peek.
Flames to the fore! Victory belongs to the bold! Show those Imperial whore sons what we're made of!
The left flank buckles. Divert the barracudas. Bid them hold that position, though it cost them their lives.
The yellow serpents are in need of succor. Pray, send the white wolves to their aid. The adventurers risk life and limb for our cause. We must not fail them.
Is there someone up on that cliff? Oh. So they were there as well.
Is Artemis?
Oh, there is.
No, it is nothing.
Now the question is that are you lying? Or are they not there anymore?
Bloody hells! The barrier won't go down so easily! Eyes forward!
Okay, who threw that? Yeah, no, she's still looking back there. Yeah, no, there's someone there on that cliff.
We are being watched.
It looks like her perspective's changing a little bit.
Raging Bull, calling Bloodthorn. Bloodthorn, respond! Respond, damn you!
Oh, no, still them.
Ah!
Raging Bull, this is Mad Snake. Respond.
Ryder, this is Raging Bull. What news?
We're surrounded by a blaze. There is no way out. God preserve, what is that thing?
What's going on? Speak to me!
God damn it! We cannot hold much longer.
Mad Snake! Mad Snake! Answer me!
I feel like there's a bit of a reference there.
Damn it! Damn it all to the seventh hell!
What of the barracudas? Can they not be reached?
Sorry, Admiral. Shell's not working.
Is the communications down?
What of our own?
I cannot say, my lady. That monstrosity appears to be disrupting our communications.
Okay.
We must keep trying. Call till they respond.
Is the monstrosity they're referring to Bahamut?
Yes, my lady.
Or something else?
Admiral, General, we can do no more. We must give the order to withdraw.
I will not forsake Louis Soir!
General, please. Victory may belong to the bold, but there will be no victor this day. You know this to be true. Let us not sacrifice lives in vain. The adventurers fight bravely, but to no avail. Let them withdraw, and let us be the ones to stand with Louis Soir.
Belay previous orders. All Maelstrom units are commanded to fall back, effective immediately. Give the foreign levy priority. Let the main host cover their retreat and bring up the rear.
Okay.
Damn it! Relay the order. All flames are to withdraw. I don't care if our link cells are useless. You still have a working pair of legs, don't you? Well, use them, you bloody half-wit!
The outcome of this battle was long since decided. Better to retreat now than risk a massacre. This dark, stifling presence. Who or what?
Yassians, I believe.
We go to take our place beside Archon Louis Soir. To your positions.
Oh. That I should live to behold Bahamut once more. Magnificent. The eons of imprisonment have only made him hungrier.
Imarat way. Kiskat toga hearts waddle dawns.
I am aware of them. Pay them no mind. They are powerless to act.
Seize Nigem. Feastun the only lamrai sadai dawn.
It has begun. Soon the planet will regain its true form. True form? Wonder what that means. Bad guys laughing maniacally. My head's pounding. How much did I drink? Morning, sunshine. All a bit much for you, was it? Yeah, it's a little bit. What happened? You don't remember then. You kneeled over in the middle of the banquet and caused a right stir. Had to carry you back to the wench myself. Why, I say carry, it was more a matter of dragging and rolling. What, there wasn't like a cart or something you could use? Too much cake, I reckon. Yeah, sure, that's what it was. Anyway, don't fret. It's little wonder you was exhausted after everything you've been through lately, Yeah, it looks like the plot seemed to have hit me a little bit there. Your little nap seems to put some color back in your cheeks though, so I'll leave you to it. But I almost forgot the Ammo wants to have a word with you. When you feel up to it, talk to Xanthale, and he'll let you into the command room. Oh, and stay awake, I'm told old Marabs was in the middle of telling you a story when you started snoring last time, and I doubt she'd look kindly on it if you repeated the trick. She's probably more than likely just, knock you to the ground if you did. Okay then, it looks like we, learning a little bit more about what happened in the past during that big battle between the Garleans and all the three of the, Grand Company nations. Alright, well, let's go speak with the commander real quick. Hello, I'm back again. Greetings, Adrak. Admiral Blossivin awaits you in the command room. Shall I announce you? Yes. Hello. Zadrak, it's good to see you on your feet again. You are recovered? Then let's waste no time. I have a task that needs doing, one I would entrust to no other. Oh, okay. Oh, the Lominsa Envoy. Oh! The duty I have in mind for you requires some explanation. I do hope you have not made other plans to business then. The Lominsa Envoy. Okay, some letters. Do you mean to give it to the other members of the Alliance? The Battle of Cartanu and the calamity that followed claimed countless lives. It has been 5 years since those of us who were spared dragged ourselves from the ashes to look upon an Eorzea we scarcely knew. 5 years, and yet the people still suffer. Their lives are fraught with worry and hardships, and the warriors of light who might once have given them hope are gone. Yet we must press on regardless. We will never truly do so, however, till we have faced our past. To that end, I am proposing that a memorial service be held in each of the city-states on the 5th anniversary of the Battle of Cartanui. These letters contain the details of said proposal. Okay, so looks like we're going to be doing a lot of traveling, it seems. And I would have you deliver them to our allies as my personal envoy. You have proven yourself a staunch and able ally to Limsa, but that is not my only reason for choosing you. No, I choose you because you possess a quality which puts me in mind of history's champions. A quality I feared lost. Say that you will perform this duty. I will. I knew you would not disappoint me. This task shall take you far from the borders of our nation to the city-states of Gridania and Ul'dah. A grueling journey to be sure, were you to travel by sea and land, but I mean to have you take to the skies. Alright, we get to do some flying! An airship pass to be used at your discretion. Airships bound for the nations of our allies leave from the landing connected to the bridge. But before you depart, I suggest you trouble Baderon for a few pearls of wisdom regarding each of your destinations. The old bastard's nothing if not well traveled. Okay, good to get some information of our destinations. Tis a pity I cannot issue such passes with a freer hand, as I did in more peaceful times, when berths were not so limited. But in these times of war, every craft we commit to the clouds risks drawing the eye of the Empire. And every voyage must needs be born of necessity. Okay, so it seems like air travel is limited for the time being. Lest you doubt, I consider your place well deserved. Nor am I alone in that opinion. There are other parties who would see you granted the privilege of air travel. Oh? I wonder who the other parties are. Isaac, your deeds did not go unnoticed. Full many see great promise in you, but I have flattered you enough. On behalf of Limsa, Lominsa, and her people, I bid you go forth, adventurer. Discover the realm for which so many have fought and died. Wonder and danger await you in equal measure, but turn not from either. Only by braving the unknown will you achieve the greatness of which you are surely capable. The light of the crystal guides you, and I'll wager that your destiny will be no small thing. Of course not. Okay then, let's go ahead and speak with Baderon then, and see about figuring out our current destinations. Alright then, let's go and see what information we can gather from Baderon. Back from your meeting with the Admiral, are ya? Yep. It looks like I'm going to be sent off to the different states. Personal bleeding envoy! Yep. So you'll be carrying the word of the Admiral herself to the leaders of the Alliance. Bugger me, I knew you were going up in the world, but I didn't realize you got that bloody high. I think this may have something to do with the crystal that we showcased during the party. That's why we suddenly got bumped up. I'm proud of you, lad, thinking of how far you come. Why it's enough to bring a tear to me eye, and that ain't the ale talking either. Well, not just the ale at any rate. Bless the navigator for steering ye my way. Of course, this is only the start. Now you got your hands on an airship pass. The whole of yours are laid out before you, like a fair maid on a feather bed. Okay. And she's a big girl too, with plenty of enticing nooks and crannies. Okay, calm down. If you think us Lominsans are characters, just wait till you cross paths with the grim forest dwellers of Gridania, or trade coins with the crafty merchants of Ul'dah. And certainly there will be a lot of sights to see and characters to meet as well. And then there's the wild place where the beasties rule. That's literally everywhere, hon. And no bugger with an ounce of sense sets foot. But you're an adventurer, so you wouldn't let a little thing like that hold you back. Of course, it ain't all exploring and excitement. There's a heap of troubles what plagues every nation see. Ain't just ours, I'm talking intrigue and infighting. Beastmen are goddamn primals. Aye, there's an ugly side of life, and sooner or later you're bound to walk into it. Oh, there's gonna be a lot. But that's what makes it fun and exciting, no? But I'll wager there's bugger all out there as you can handle. Something tells me you're gonna be just fine. The realm's at a rough, it's true, but folks are beginning to recover from the beating the calamity dealt them. Call me an hopeless optimistic, but it wouldn't take much to turn things around. This is the perfect time for an adventurer like yourself to get out there and make a difference. Well, what are you waiting for? Yeah, what am I waiting for? Let me take this lift here to the airship landing. Alright, with this, I believe we have finished off with the prologue of Limsa Lominsa. Oh boy, alright. Let's go ahead and get the world open for us. Greetings, sir. This is the counter for passengers traveling to Gridania. Wait, aren't you that famous adventurer? It's the Drax Spectratina, isn't it? I thought I recognized you. You are an inspiration to us all, sir. High Wind Skyways is at your disposal. Will you be traveling with us today? Yes. Alright, looks like we're going to Gridania first. Alright, let's go ahead and get on. All aboard! Attention, all passengers. The airship bound for Gridania is about to depart. Please make your way to the boarding gates. Alright, I'm all here. Off to a new region. More places to explore, people to meet, and a lot of goodies to get. And of course, you got your classic Final Fantasy main theme going on in the background there. Just hits right into nostalgia. Da, 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 da. Da, da, da. See you, Baderon, Yustola, everyone else. See ya, Admiral. Good fortune to you, Zadrak. The day will come when your name means the same as hero to the folk of this realm. It'll be a while, but I'll get there. May you walk in the light of the crystal. To new adventures. Ooh, what's this? Meanwhile... Ooh, that sounds like bad guy music. Okay, who are these Power Ranger looking fellas?
It has been 15 years, but the bitter taste of defeat lingers still. 15 years since the Imperial fleet set course for Mordona, led by the Egrios, mightiest of all vessels. Silver Till lay ripe for the taking, and all of Eorzea would soon be ours. Or so we believed. But an innumerable host of dragons met us that day, at the heart of which flew the great Midgard Zormer. Though we succeeded in slaying that lord among worms, the dread serpent's defeat was bought at too high a price. Our invincible flagship was lost, and all with her. So ended our glorious conquest.
How horrible for you.
Eorzea, a blighted realm, riddled with false gods. Twice now it has eluded the Empire's grasp. For all the destruction it wrought, even Meteor, the great sin, failed to yield us control over it. And for this failure, the realm has sunk deeper into depravity. It is twisted beyond all reckoning, rotten nigh to the core.
Okay.
Yet, it must be saved. Only Garlean rule can bring order to Eorzea.
Oh, really?
It falls to us to deliver the misguided masses from their ignorance.
We are of one mind, Lord Van Balzar.
Balzar. What is that? Looks like some sort of creature of some kind.
Senior engineers, please report to Magitech research following scheduled inspection.
I guess that's the machines that are utilizing Magitech.
Is the Legatus really planning to take another tilt at Eorzea?
Hey? What hole have you been hiding in? We're in the midst of preparing for a new campaign, and a huge one at that.
Okay, so it looks like they're preparing to, and look like another war's on the horizon.
But I thought the Emperor had given up the Western lands for lost after Cartener. What could the Legatus possibly hope to gain by acting alone?
Oh. So you're saying that the Emperor is not aware what's currently going on?
I sense you harbor certain doubts over the wisdom of the Legatus' plan.
Ooh, who's that?
My lord!
Please, call me Nero. Tell me, where were you born?
Uh-oh.
Othard, my lord.
Alamigo, my lord.
Ah, codename Hummingway, I presume?
I don't know what you...
Oh?
Silence. Your denials will not change your fate.
Something tells me that maybe he was a spy.
I assure you, Frumentarium sees all.
Oh, yep. Probably wasn't a good idea to be talking about that out in the open where anyone
Clean
can
up
hear
this
you.
mess, and do not miss any, or I shall be most displeased.
At once, my lord.
Garland. Soon you will be made to know the true power of Magitech.
Okay. And here we are. Gridania. Look at our first look here. New Gridania specifically. Alright then, we're here in New Gridania as the Lominsan Envoy. I think we'll go ahead and we'll stop here for the time being before we start exploring our new surroundings. Alright, I hope you all enjoyed, everyone. We got a little bit of a sneak peek of what happened in the past, as well as what's currently going on behind the shadows as we are learning more about what's going on in the world at large. You know, things are moving, you know, in Garlean, you know, over there. Looks like they're going to be starting up a new campaign against Eorzea. And, yeah, and we also got the, you know, a name to those cloak figures we've been seeing earlier, the Asians. So we'll continue to see how that all develops, you know. But for now, take care, everyone. Till next time, bye!